This video contains spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home. Here's everything we know about the MCU as yet untitled Spider-Man 3 after Spider-Man Far From Home. Spidey first joined the MCU in 2016's Captain America Civil War, after Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures struck a deal that included rebooting the character so he could be part of the comic book movie franchise. Tom Holland was cast as Spider-Man in the MCU, making his debut in Civil War before spinning off on his own solo movie in 2017, Spider-Man Homecoming. Fans of Tom Holland's Wallcrawler haven't had to wait very long for a Spider-Man sequel, as Peter Parker has since appeared in both 2018's Avengers Infinity War and 2019's Avengers Endgame. Most recently, though, Holland has starred in the sequel to Homecoming, this summer's Spider-Man Far From Home. The movie sees Peter Parker continue to try being a normal high school kid, going on a summer vacation with his classmates and wanting to tell a girl he likes how he feels about her. However, Nick Fury recruits Spider-Man to battle world-threatening creatures called the Elementals. Working alongside Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, the Spider-Man Far From Home ending, though, sets up another solo movie about the MCU's Spider-Man. Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures have yet to officially announce Spider-Man 3 as of the release of Spider-Man Far From Home, but considering the MCU typically features solo trilogies, as for Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor, it's likely to be a part of Phase 4 release slate. Now we're breaking down everything to know about the MCU's Spider-Man 3, from its potential release date, which characters will return, who the villain might be, and the threequel's story details. So one last time, there are spoilers ahead for Spider-Man Far From Home. As the actor revealed back in 2016, Holland signed a contract for 6 MCU movies when he originally joined the franchise. Spider-Man Far From Home marks his 5th movie after Civil War, Homecoming, Infinity War, and Endgame. As such, there's still one more movie on Holland's contract, which will likely be fulfilled with Spider-Man 3. Plus, Holland previously confirmed a Spider-Man trilogy in the MCU. With no other Avengers movies on slate before the 3rd Spidey movie, it makes most sense for the final movie on the actor's contract to be Spider-Man 3. Of course, Tom Holland has also said he'll play Spider-Man for the next 20 years, so just because Spider-Man 3 will see the actor fulfill his current contract doesn't mean he'll stop playing the character. Holland could extend his contract for future movie appearances. Considering the brisk 2-year gap between Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, it's possible that Spider-Man 3 will arrive in late June, early July 2021. However, there's currently no release date in the window on either Marvel or Sony's slate. Marvel Studios' 2021 dates are in February, May, and November, though they could move at some point. However, Warner Bros. The Batman is currently dated for June 25, 2021, so Sony Marvel may not want to directly compete and could move Spider-Man to a different release window. Still, no matter what specific date it opens, it's still very likely Spider-Man 3 will release in 2021. As revealed in the Spider-Man Far From Home post-credit scenes, Peter Parker has been unmasked as the web-slinging superhero. In one last trick, Mysterio manages to release a video that reveals not only Spider-Man's secret identity, but attempts to turn the public against the Wallcrawler by saying Spider-Man attacked him and all of London. Spider-Man 3 will no doubt deal with this fallout. Spider-Man's identity and the fact that Mysterio says he attacked him and in London. No matter what, though, it seems like Spider-Man's time as one of the last masked superheroes in the MCU has come to an end. Just as the movie hasn't officially been announced, it's not yet known who the villains of Spider-Man 3 will be. There have long been rumors Marvel Studios is building to Sinister Six, especially considering Vulture, Shocker, and Scorpion all exist in the MCU. Plus, Donald Glover's Aaron Davis could become Prowler. However, Spider-Man Far From Home doesn't set up the Sinister Six, though these villains could return in Spider-Man 3 as individual villains or a smaller team. Speculation has also considered whether Kraven the Hunter could appear in the MCU Spider-Man movie, though that seemed unlikely when Sony was developing a Kraven solo movie. Perhaps it makes more sense for the villain to join the MCU than star in a separate film. It remains to be seen who Marvel Studios chooses to be the villain of Spider-Man 3. It's likely whoever they choose will be connected to Spider-Man's identity being revealed, like Scorpion coming after him or Kraven hunting him. Whether it's a new or returning villain, they've got plenty of good options, including potentially introducing a new Green Goblin for the MCU. Alongside from Tom Holland as Spider-Man and a potential returning villain, Spider-Man 3 will no doubt include Peter Parker's core group of classmates, MJ, Ned, and Flash Thompson. After having such a standout role in Far From Home, it also seems certain Peter Parker's teachers will return. Aunt May is also sure to be in Spider-Man 3, while another appearance from Happy Hogan, all depending on how the romantic relationship pans out. Further, after being introduced in the Spider-Man Far From Home post-credit scenes, it also seems likely J. Jonah Jameson will be back.